What is up, you guys? This deck is basically a blue-only version of Marco, specifically tailored to Whitebeard pirates. Ace Newgate is a 5-life, 5,000 power leader with one great effect. Once per turn, for free, you can reveal one Whitebeard pirate card in your hand, you'll draw a card, and then put the revealed card on top of your deck. You have a ton of options that deal with cards off the top of the deck, so let's see what we can do. If you've spent any time on my channel, you might know that Sanji is one of my favorite cards in the entire game. This 9-cost card can play any character that isn't named Sanji off the top of your deck. This guy saves you Dawn, puts an extra card in play, and is just a big beat stick that will give your opponent a ton of trouble. I love this guy, he's just the best. The best card to play off of Sanji is the 9-cost Newgate. This guy on his own will draw you 2 cards, and he gets double attack. At 10,000 power, this guy is super punishing. Your next best option will be the 7-cost Kuzuki Odin. He can restand himself once per turn by resting 3 Dawn and bouncing one of your characters back to your hand. So you can either attack your opponent twice, or set him so your opponent can't touch him. He has a protection effect too, able to keep himself on the field by discarding 2 cards. This is often worth it, since you generate hand advantage with many of your cards in this deck, and as a 5-life leader, you just start with a larger card pool in the first place. If Sanji alone wasn't good enough, Whitebeard pirates have a mini version of it. The 5-cost Ace has a very similar effect, but he can play a 4-cost or lower Whitebeard pirate off the top. This is super useful for filling up your field before you hit 9 Dawn and getting a ton of strong effects. Atmos is by far the most annoying card for your opponent. You can play him off of Ace, and on play he can bounce a 4-cost or lower character your opponent controls. Speed Jill is also great, able to gain Rush if the top card of your deck is a Whitebeard pirate. It'll be a gamble if you play Jill off of Ace though, so just keep that in mind. King Do is a fantastic 2k counter that I really don't mind putting on the field. Every turn he'll become a 6,000 power attack, and he has the flexibility of being a 2k in your hand. He's great. The last 4-cost character that you play just came out in PRBO2, and he's a staple blue blocker. Marco can block for you, and then on KO he'll draw you 2 cards. No downside, no restriction. It's crazy. Now, this Marco is a former Whitebeard pirate, which at first made me think that he just doesn't work with your other Whitebeard pirate cards. But don't be fooled like I was. All of these cards read a type including Whitebeard pirates, so he's treated just like the others. This makes Marco your best card to be played off of Ace, and he's still searchable by your other cards. The event, Thank You for Loving Me, is a really cool card, because while it only looks at the top 3, it can put them on the top or the bottom. This helps you set up your Sanji and Ace plays, so you can summon things like Newgate and Speed Jill and guarantee their effects. If you draw too many bricks, or are otherwise unhappy with cards in your hand, you can use your leader's effect first to put something you don't need on top of your deck, then use either searcher to grab something else, and stack all the others on the bottom of your deck. In this way, you still have the versatility of fixing your hand just like Marco, but you don't need to have a Dawn attached to your leader. This makes going first the best move in this deck, so you can play your Aces and Sanjis right away on your 5 and 9 Dawn turns. If you set up an Ace and Atmos for instance on your 5 Dawn turn, and clear or reduce your opponent's board, hitting them with Gravity Blade the turn after will completely ruin them, especially if you drop a Sanji the turn after. There is a Whitebeard event that is similar to Sanji called I Will Make Whitebeard King, which can play a 9-cost or less Whitebeard pirate off the top of your deck, but then it'll give it Rush. The most merit this card has is paired with Newgate, but often you'll need more Dawn to take care of blockers first anyway, and Rush isn't the most important thing in the world, especially with the downside of not having that extra 9,000 power body on the field, so I chose not to play it. Another card which is great in a more dedicated build is Take Back What You Just Said. This is a 1-cost 4k counter event if the top card of your deck is a Whitebeard pirate. This is definitely strong too, but often you'll be using the top card of your deck after you stack it, and while you can gamble, it just feels too terrible to miss. You definitely can play it though if you're careful and resourceful, or if you choose to play more or all Whitebeard cards. Whitebeard pirates in general are getting some great support in OP13, and this deck is getting a direct upgrade. The 6-cost Vista is a better version of the 9-cost Newgate. He has double attack as well, but also gets a protection effect by discarding just 1 card. It's so much more useful that he's 6-cost since you can drop him organically earlier on, and not feel like you have to rely on pairing him with Sanji. Although, definitely keep playing him off of Sanji. The pressure you put on your opponent is insane. There's also a cool new 2-cost Fosa coming out, which can protect any of your Whitebeard pirate cards by trashing himself. This deck just got super sticky and super annoying. Ace and Newgate have a lot of unique plays that really make them stand out. At first I thought this deck might just be a worse version of Marco, but as it turns out, with 5 life, you really do have a lot more defense, and not needing a Dawn attached to your leader makes many of your plays more convenient, and opens the door to more combos. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, it really helps me out. And comment below what decks you want to see me cover next. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.